Namaste, Sharana Sharanarthigalu. Dear learners, welcome back to SPPS online classes. Dear students, we have started NCERT class 6th, our past one history section, chapter number 5, Kingdoms, Kings and an Early Republic. In the previous video class, we had discussion on the some concept from this chapter. Now in the present video class 2, we are going to discuss Janpad and Mahajanpads. So let us begin our discussion. Janapads. So Janpad means it is a one of the Sanskrit word, and in that in this word the two meanings are available. So Jana means tribe or people. Pada means food. So literally meaning realm, territory and subject population. So who set the first step on the bank of the river lands. So those people are called the janpads. So start with the discussion. Janpad means the land where the janas, which means people first settled down. So this is called the janpad. And Rajas of Janpads were the Rajas who performed big sacrifices like Ashwamedha to become the Raja of the Janpad. First, they have to conduct the or perform the Ashwamedha sacrifice. So and then they will become the Raja of the Janpad. So next we go through the some Janpads had kings who were not elected by people. For example, the kings who are doing the Ashwamedha Yaga or Ashwamedha sacrifice. And some leaders of the some Janpads were chosen by the people. So during the Rigvedic period, so the how the people how the Rajas were chosen by the voting of the common people. So next we go through the which are the Janpads. Those were emerged on the bank of the river Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra, and their tributaries in the north part of our subcontinent. So, just you observe, some of the Janpadas were located in Afghanistan at present day, and some of the in Bangladesh, and remaining all are in our subcontinent. So, Takshashila and Hastinapura, Indraprastha, Shravasti, Mathura, Kaushumbi, Ujjain, Vadisa, Vaishali, Lumbini, Varanasi, Rajagir, and Pataliputra and Tamuluk. So these are the some of the Janpads. Those were located on the bank of the various rivers on our subcontinent. Yes, dear students, archaeologists found settlements of Janpads. So settlements means living area. And at Purana Killa Delhi, so which are the oldest Janpads the archaeologists found out? So Purana Killa Delhi and Hastinapura near Meerut and Atranchikera near Ath. So these are the oldest Janpads the archaeologists found out. So how they were found out? Because of various excavated things, depend upon the various excavated things. So start with the first one. At these places, so already we know that Purana Killa Delhi, Hastinapura near Meerut, Atranjikera near Ath. So in these places, archaeologists found out that Janas means people, lived in huts and kept cattle as well as other animals. So start with the another few points. So agriculture and crafts in Janpads as observed by archaeologists. How the archaeologists found out about the agriculture and crafts? Because of various crops they were found out. So Janas grew a variety of crops such as rice, wheat, barley, pulses, sugarcane, sesame and mustard. So these are all the some of the cereals, pulses and food grains found out by the archaeologists on these Janpads. So next we go through the they made earthen pots. So some of these were gray in color and others were in the red color. So so just you observe the figure. So these are all painted with the gray color. So Painted grave is one of the special types of pottery found by the archaeologists at Janpad sites. So next we go through the painted graver had painted designs on the pot surface, usually simple lines. Some of the simple lines are available on the pot, as well as you are observing some geometrical patterns, for example triangles, circles, semicircles, and so on. So these are related with the geometrical patterns we are observing on the pot surface. So these pots excavated by the archaeologists, some of the Janpads. So next we go through the another one concept from your chapter, that is Mahajanpads. So what are the Mahajanpads? About 2500 years ago, some Janpads became more important than others and were known as Mahajanpads. Yes, dear students, 16 Mahajanpads evolved in India. Evolved means located, they were established, or they were settled. The some of the janpads were located in our Indian subcontinent. Those are in number 16. So those were governed by rulers as well as some of the kings. So Mahajanpads literally meaning great kingdoms. Mahajanpad means great kingdoms. So for example, 10 to 15 or 16 or 17 numbers of janpads ruled by the king. That janpads are called as a Mahajanpads. Maha means great and Janpad means foothold of a tribe, of a country. So refers to 16 monarchies as well as republics that stretched across Indo-Gangetic plains in the 16th century. So this is the Indo-Gangetic plain. So plain means the river bank area called the plain. So Mahajanpads, in that the historians explained about the two governments. So the two types of government, the rajas as well as rulers followed. So monarchies and republic or ganasanghas, these government the historians described. So monarchies means ruled by hereditary kings. For example, the some of the Mahajanpads are Magadha, Kosala, Vatsa, and Avanti. So these were ruled by the monarchs. Monarch means kings. And another one government is called the republics. So ruled by a clan. Clan means group. One of the group of people. He was the head of the group. That is called clan. So by a king who was elected by a common people. Once again, republics means ruled by a clan headed by a king who was elected by a common people. So next we go through the some reading about the Mahajanpads. So about 2500 years ago, some Mahajanpads became more important than others and were known as Mahajanpads. And Mahajanpads were the 16 kingdoms that stretched across modern day India, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. So just you observe the Takshashila, Gandhara, these Janapad and Mahajanapads were located in Afghanistan, and some are the in the Bangladesh, and some remaining all the Janpads and Mahajanpads were located in a north part our subcontinent. So next we go through the which are the 16 Mahajanpads were located. So Kamboj, Gandhar, Kuru, Surusena, Matsya, Avanti, Asmak, Chedi, Vatsa, Panchala, Kosala, Kashi, Magadha, Vajji, Malla, and Anga. So these are all the Mahajanpads. So next we go through the most Mahajanpads had a capital city, and made of these cities were fortified. So what is the fortified? Fortified city means huge wall of wood, brick, and stone built around the cities. So this is called the fortified city or fortification. So forts were built to protect Mahajanpada king against the attack of enemies. So why the Mahajanpad were fortified? Because to control the attack of the enemies, and protect the king. So that purpose the huge or massive wall constructed surrounding the Mahajanpad. So next we go through the some rajas of Mahajanpad built impressive forts just to show how rich and powerful they are. So how why the rajas were constructed the forts? To show their royalty and show their power, richness. That purpose they were built various forts and palaces. So next we go through the and also to protect the people as they were afraid of attacks from the other kings. So next we go through the forts made it easier for rajas to control the people who lived inside the fort. So that is the one of the administrative idea they were followed in the later Vedic period. So next we go through the huge walls were the result of labor provided by the thousands of men, women and children. So these men, women and children's given help for construction of the massive wall, that is called fortification wall. So next we go through the building huge walls of forts required great plannings and lakhs of bricks or stones to build. So next we go through the after building forts, rajas now had soldiers to protect the Mahajanpad and paid regular salaries to them. To feed the soldiers, they required the salaries. So the king, after giving providing service, king provided them as salaries. So next we go through the some payments to soldiers were made in the form of punched coin. Punched means minted coins. So these provided to soldiers as their salaries. So next we go through the life in the Mahajanpads, how the life led by the kings as well as common people. So many canals and wells were dug to improve irrigation. Irrigation means water supply for the field for cultivation. So canals were constructed, wells also constructed during the later Vedic period. Due to large size, the king maintained a large and strong standing army for the purpose of security. So these are all about the Janpads and Mahajanpads discussion. In the upcoming class, we will start the new concept. Till then, bye bye. Stay home, stay safe.